everyone, my name is Lisbeth. I'm currently a senior majoring in health science and minoring in biology. And today we have a special guest, Dr. K. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hi everybody, I'm Kathleen Klumping and I am the Faculty Director of Learning Communities.
Thank you for being here. So I have a few questions for you. So what are learning communities?
So learning communities are mostly for first-year students. Students take 2 classes together in the fall, and then they take 1 class together with that same group of students in the spring. That's most of them. And they're with that same group of students in both classes. So there are 25 students that are taking those 2 classes together in the fall. And then there's also an embedded peer mentor in those classes with them. So they get to be together all year long and build community and connections, and then they have that peer mentor who most of the time was in a learning community the previous year to help them adjust to being at CI.
What are the benefits of signing up for learning communities?
Well, one of the biggest benefits we've found through the data and research that we've collected since 2012, since the program started, is that it helps students build a sense of belongingness, an idea that they have a community here at CI. Obviously, they get to know those students who are in 2 classes with them. Then those professors are working together on those assignments, trying to make sure that they're not having big assignments be due on the same days, and then really getting to know those students more. Obviously, they've got that peer mentor, and the peer mentor is helping introduce them to a lot of resources on campus and just adjust to being here.
What are the different types of learning communities we offer?
So we have communities that offer a living component and the regular learning communities. Now, a good thing to know about the living learning piece is that there are activities for those communities in housing, and most of the people who are in that community are living in the same floor. If somebody has a roommate who they really want to still be their roommate but isn't in that community, that's still possible. If a student really likes the theme of that community and doesn't live in housing, is a commuter student, they can still be in that community. In addition to that, we have major-based communities so that students can get going on a specific major right away. We have area of interest communities. So for example, we have a community that's called the Island Community. And even though a lot of people who are in the community major in ESRM, it's open for anyone who's interested in our local Channel Islands. And actually between fall semester and spring semester, they visit 2 different islands. That's a fun one. And then we have identity affinity based communities. And one of the communities under that theme is a neurodivergent welcoming community. We also have the Bedford and Irene Pinkert community, which is for Black students. The Pinkert community looks at celebration, like the Kwanzaa celebration, and the Michelle Serros community for Latino students. The Michelle Serros community does something special for Dia de los Muertos. There are 20 communities, so it's really important for folks to check out the website and get the information about the specific courses and the different communities there.
Are they mandatory for newly incoming students?
Well, pretty close to mandatory. We have around 75 to 78% enrollment. If somebody comes in majoring in mechatronics, there isn't a learning community for them. Also, if someone transfers in more than 16 units, then they will not be placed, because quite often the courses that students are placed into are a lot of those courses that students who are coming in with a lot of transfer units have already transferred in. If there's something extreme that they feel like this is just not going to work for them, in the Joining the Pod survey, there is a place for them to note that they're really hoping to opt out and that rationale, and I would work with those students.
If the deadline has passed to sign up for learning communities, when can they sign up for the following term or year?
So what happens with that? Again, the Joining the Pod survey, all first-year students should have received that survey. So if they haven't received that, they should get in touch with you all. about making sure that they get the survey. That survey is open until the 9th of June. Taking the Joining the Pod survey is going to allow them to say what major they're interested in, make decisions about which English course they're going to take with the directed self-placement, find out about those other guided registration courses. If they schedule their orientation and registration session, students haven't taken the Joining the Pod survey yet, we're going to reach out to those students and try to gather that information, because when they come for orientation and registration, we want the learning community and the guided registration completely taken care of.
What are some of the popular learning communities?
Well, I mentioned the Islands community. We also, as I said, have major themed communities, and because of the popularity of certain majors, those fill up fast. In addition to healthcare, this year we also have one that the healthcare community starts with a bio course. We also have chemistry for health careers for folks who want to start with that chemistry course instead of the bio course. Those courses have field trips and special information about health careers.
Where can a student learn more?
Well, we really suggest that as a part of your Joining the Pod survey process as first year students, that you go to the website. Obviously, people can also contact me. And this year, for the first time, we're offering some transfer communities. And so I'll be reaching out to transfer students to let them know about those opportunities as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.